What's going on, my beautiful people? My name is Jay, and thanks for checking out today's video. In this video, we'll be covering what I believe to be the best stasis fragment for PvP and perhaps even PvE as well. If you haven't picked any of your stasis fragments yet, I highly recommend checking this one out first. Now, why I'm recommending this? Because it allows you to do some crazy things in Crucible, and it's one of the strongest things I've seen in Crucible since Not Forgotten and Luna's Howl were a thing. Now, the fragment we'll be covering today is called the Whispers of Hedrons. The description states, gain a bonus to weapon damage after freezing a target with stasis. And if you take a look below that, you can also see that there's a trade-off. You will lose 10 points of strength. Now, if you're wondering how much damage you'll be able to do, you'll be able to do 25% more damage with all of your guns for 10 seconds. This buff will also refresh every time you freeze another target. This buff can be procced off either melee, super, or even grenade freezes. Now, let's all let that sink in for a little bit. You're essentially getting a free kill clip that you can stack with kill clip or even rampage buffs. And let's not also forget charge with light mods that allow you to do more damage as well. This is going to allow you to make some pretty nasty builds. One build I have yet to try is going to be something like charge with light, high energy fire, or having kill clip active while I have this buff active. Even just off the Whisper Hedrons build alone, you can even use Ace of Spades, and freezing targets is even going to give you the Momentum Mori buff. Now, it's not exactly the buff, but it will give you the damage buff that Momentum Mori gives you. But the trick is, if you kill someone while they are frozen reload and you still have the buff and Momentum Mori, it's going to stack and you're going to hit 113 to the head, allowing Ace of Spades to 2-tab. And that's not the only weapon it's going to make potent. It's going to make high impact snipers one shot to the body. It can make certain bows one shot to the head. Are you someone that uses Le Monarch? You can even make something like that bow one shot to the head, and imagine the body shot damage as well. Honestly, I don't see a reason to not want to use this, at least until it gets addressed. Now, I know when I normally play Crucible, I do look at people's builds and they don't really run charge with light builds, but this could be something completely different. People could start running this. Now, that makes you think, whenever your teammates get frozen by someone, there's a possibility that that guy has a damage buff. And in small team game modes especially, this is going to be the meta. Absolutely. Trials teams are going to absolutely run this. Now, I haven't really tried to spectate anyone to see if you can see what they're running, but I just might have to if I end up playing Trials this season. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Trials is gonna absolutely be crazy with all this frozen stasis crap going around, okay? I feel like people are either gonna go rushing at you like crazy, or they're gonna play back because they don't want to get frozen. But as far as quick play goes, quick play is just a hectic game mode. Everyone just runs around with their heads cut off, so it's just wild out there in quick play. But I think one of the best perks that I'm gonna be running, at least for quick play, is gonna be Demolitionist. Now, during my playthrough earlier, I was running about tier 6 discipline, so that's about a minute, but depending on how many kills I get with my Demolitionist weapon, I could cut that time down by a lot. Let's not also forget that Traveler's Chosen is in the game, so that can also help you cut down on your abilities tenfold. Now, another reason that I say it's going to be the meta for Trials is because Trials is usually always focused on meta abilities or weapons. Now, stasis abilities are already potent as is, and then adding a damage buff on top of that, like all you need to do is freeze a target, that's kind of broke. At least with Charger Light, you have to set up a specific build, and if you want to fully take advantage of it, you have to secure a bunch of multi-kills. But man, pairing both of these up at the same time is going to be absolutely insane. Now, think about Warlocks using Claws of Ahamkara, or even pairing Claws of Ahamkara up with something like Monte Carlo. Because let's be honest here, Warlocks absolutely have the best melee in the game. First it was Celestial Fire, but this frozen melee just absolutely took the icing on the cake. Or they could even run Eye of Another World. And then you got Hunters, they could use Frosties to set themselves up for success. On top of that, you add in Demolitionist weapons, and people are going to be getting crazy cooldowns. Now, I've yet to try either or, but I'm going to be trying them in the future. And best believe I will be making build videos on them as well. But as far as this goes, I'm not going to be taking this off anytime soon until it's completely trash or something better takes its place. Even in PvE, I'm going to be using this like crazy. Just imagine the amount of damage you can do with your sword, your Xenophage, or any other weapon that you're using. Now, from the recording of this video, I have not tried it with the grenade launcher, but I think that this buff only procs off your own class abilities. And I feel like this is going to be very good for the new raid that's going to be coming out. I'm not sure if this pairs up with Warmind cells and they stack damage, but if they do, that is just completely insane. Either way, a Charge with Light build paired up with this is going to be nuts, man. It's just going to be insane. And honestly, I'm excited excited to show you guys some of that gameplay whenever I do start on that. I do have a few builds that I am going to be putting out, so if you are new here, make sure to subscribe and turn post notifications on so you'll be able to be notified when I drop those new videos. I think the next video I'll be working on will be the Titan, and then I'll start on the Warlock, or I could even do an in-depth review on the Revenant subclass for the Hunter. You never know. I also played around with 120s for a little bit today, so I could possibly be putting out something on those as well. But anyways guys, that's gonna be it for me. I didn't want to make this video too long. I just want to inform you guys about this new subclass ability. As always, thank you guys for watching and leaving a like on the video. Like I said earlier, if you are new here, make sure to sub and turn post notifications on because it doesn't cost you a thing. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm Jay and I'm out of here. Peace.